How's it going? Can you hear me all right? I am Derek Haney, your host for today and tomorrow in this epic 2-day event called Building a Digitally Native Vertical Brand. Hopefully, you've already got your brand off the ground, and this is going to help you get traction on getting to the next stage of business for you, including things like busting into retail, working with influencers, and improving return on ad spend. We'll go over all that in just a second. I'd love it if you could look in the comments below. So you're probably watching this on our micro site, and there's like a little video of me. Then there's a blurb, and then even a little bit further down the page, you'll see a comment section. Just tune in and tell me where you're watching from, and maybe drop a link to your store. No worries. I'd love to see what you're up to, what you're working on, and all of that stuff. If you haven't seen me around before, I am the founder of ecommercetech.io, where e-commerce merchants go to research, discover, and purchase the right technology tools to grow their store. I'll give you a little bit more about that in just a minute. Some quick housekeeping before we get into our first session. All of these sessions will be available for you on demand. We'll have it released on Monday. You can follow along on our YouTube so that they'll be published there and you'll get a notification automatically. And since you're signed up here already, you'll probably get an email in your inbox with the link to the playlist. All of these sessions are free thanks to our sponsors. So please go check them out, and you will hear a little bit more from them later in today and tomorrow's sessions. First up, we have Gorgeous, the help desk for e-commerce, seriously taking the processes of e-commerce customer service and streamlining them in ways that no other tool is doing. You've got to check this out. It saves your customer service team time, which means it makes you more money and improves customer experience. I'm very bullish on this tool. Big fan of theirs. Gorgeous. You can check them out at ecomtech.link/gorgeous. We've also got for this event, SendLane. Our partners at SendLane have been working tirelessly to improve the lives of e-commerce merchants when it comes to email marketing, SMS, and more on the way. What I love the most about SendLane is their 15-second response time in live chat. You ever have an issue with your email service provider, like you can't upload a list or something's just not going quite right, and it's like, I need this email out now. Can you imagine if they responded to you within 24 hours? That would be detrimental, right? So having real-time support 24/7 from the SendLane team, super awesome. And they help their merchants make sure that they're getting the most out of email marketing through webinars, like success calls, and so forth and so on. We've also got Rewind here with us for this event. My God, this is just one of those things where you don't know it's a problem until it's too late. Rewind helps you back up all of your stored data so that you'd never lose your place again. There's been things where like people have updated like 100 SKUs with the wrong product descriptions. People have deleted half of their site. Their blog has shut down. The whole site has been shut down for one reason or another. Sometimes when this happens, you lose everything and you have to recode from the beginning. You can lose an hour, a day, a week, a month of your business. Rewind backs all this stuff up, so it's as easy as like 1, 2, 3, you're back up and live with just a couple of clicks of a button. It doesn't cost that much to ensure that you never lose another dollar from being down again. Those are our sponsors. Let's move into the schedule for today. Let me go ahead and pull up my screen. Let's see, here we are. We've got a whole bunch of other people speaking. Here, I'll just hop over the schedule. Today, we're opening with Casey talking about the starting stages of email marketing and basics best practice. And tomorrow, we'll move into more advanced strategies. So I think these two sessions will tie closely together across today and tomorrow. We've got Rohan from Gorgeous talking about ways to optimize customer service. We're going to be doing an interview with Bump and Blends. I'm really looking forward to Paul. He'll run the interview. Lisa is amazing, and their smoothies look so good. They'll be telling you strategies on how they've been able to get this. Food brands especially are so hard. These are consumables, they're perishable. And so how do we ship this to consumers when we're a digitally first brand? We'll talk about that. Farah from Rewind talking about data security and protecting yourself. Don't get hacked. Don't let the site go down, etc. Edward from Showplace will be talking about the change of the marketing funnel. I think this will be a really nice keynote that leads way right into Audrey from Facebook, who has done more research than I'm sure any of us on what the best creatives are when it comes to performing on Facebook. She's going to share some of those secrets with you later today, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Ty always talking about business process optimization, probably kind of a follow up to Gorgeous in a strategic sense of how to put process into the business and scale it. Kunle and I will talk later today about failures and successes that we've seen from digitally native vertical brands. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Growth strategies will be tied in there and some case studies that Kunle's worked on personally. Then we'll have a quick kind of demo tech showcase of Preflect, a new tool that's increasing return on ad spend for merchants in a really unique way by better finding your right customers and creating more fine-tuned lookalikes. It's pretty cool. And right after that, another kind of mind-blowing kind of mindset changing tool that you'll see, Polaris. They'll talk about all sorts of mobile strategies, but their tool is really cool because it makes mobile shopping like a lot more of a tangible experience, and you'll see what that means later on. And then we'll close out today where Sarah and I will be talking about how to work with influencers, influencer marketing, basic to advanced strategies, and how this strengthens the brand connection. And hopefully you make it back here tomorrow because we have another jam-packed day. We'll open with Taylor talking about moving into retail. I know we're talking about digitally native vertical brands, but we are going to at some point scale outside of just e-commerce as a channel, right? Just direct to consumer as a channel. We want to know how we can break into retail brands and be successful there as well. We'll move into, let's see, Pagefly talking about best product detail page optimizations, collection page optimizations, and their tool makes it super easy to test your pages as well as kind of modify them so you don't need a developer to do so. Chrissy will be talking about sustainability. Jimmy Kim on the advanced email marketing tactics. The list goes on and on. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this one. Michael Kelb is going to be talking with 3 consumer-focused venture not angel venture group partners, and he's going to be talking about what they look for in their investments. So if you're thinking about raising capital for your company, you're definitely going to want to stay around for that session. And then we're also closing out with Evan Horowitz at the end of the day tomorrow. Evan's company, Movers and Shakers, has over 100 billion views on TikTok across all of their client accounts, and that is like just by so impressive, and something that you will want to hear how he's been able to accomplish this recipe for success over and over. He's going to break it down for you, and this extends beyond TikTok. It's probably even an extension of Audrey's talk. Where is it? Sorry, yeah, of on Facebook on creative strategies, because it can be on Instagram stories, it can be on Snapchat, it can be on Facebook as well. The strategies they're using for getting hundreds of billions of views. Does anyone want 100 billion views on their TikTok? I think yes, right? All good stuff. So really quick before we get into it, we have 2 more events planned for you this year. Coming up later this month, the Future of E-commerce Global. I'm going to send you a link in chat. You can actually sign up for that event today. This is going to cover things like international expansion, duties and taxes, shipping and logistics become more of a problem as we expand globally. And it's going to talk about selling into Latin America, selling into Europe, selling into China, as well as selling into the US market for those who are outside of the US trying to break in, which I know is also a big problem. So we're going global later this month. And then we have our obligatory Black Friday Cyber Monday event coming up at the end of September. And I hope you will join us for both of these. And while I have you here, one other event I want to tell you about is it's e-commerce day live in Los Angeles. We don't have the exact date, but it's going to be over the weekend in May. We're finalizing the scouting of venues. So if you can come to Los Angeles in May, we'll book off a weekend. Friday night, we'll have a nice opening networking event and party. Saturday, we'll have a few sessions for small brands, growth stage brands, and tech and agency partners so that we can all learn together. Saturday night, another kind of closing party. And then Sunday, we'll have some excursions and fun events for people to kind of hang out and get to know each other. So it's going to be a little weekend trip kind of party. If you want to join me in LA in May, I will have more details on that later in the year, but I'm just giving you the sneak peek for today. Before I get into it, I have to give a quick plug for myself. I mean, why not? It's really simple. I give free consultations on the tools you're using in your tool stack. if you feel like you're neglecting tools, if you feel like there's a lot of tool overlap in your stack, if you feel like you just don't understand, like, what could be better in my business, it's almost like just a free growth consultation, but we stay focused around the tools that you can use to grow your store. I talk to you for 30 minutes to an hour. We break down where the business is at, and then we make some recommendations of tools for you to firm up that tool stack over the next 3 to 6 months. And then we reconvene every quarter or every half year, however kind of fast the store is growing and you need more advice on the tool stack. And we're turning all that, by the way, in the future into technology products. So we are in the process of raising capital and building out our own Shopify app to help make recommendations around this and help you manage